Thank you for tuning in to The Solution Is You. I hope that you are doing well. I do appreciate you for taking time out of your busy day to visit my channel. If you find value within my content, then make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. With that, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. Now, the subject of today is 5 ways to build value as a man. Now, this is very important, and this is for any man looking to build value within himself, especially if you have a family or you want to maintain that significant other, or if you're looking to get into a relationship, especially a long term relationship. This information is very important. And this information is for anyone, including women. So, the first way to build value as a man is to be a do-it-yourselfer. Now, I must mention there are three main necessities in life. The first is shelter. Everyone on this earth has to have shelter. The second is food. I believe that we know that you must have food in order to live and sustain yourself. And number three is security. Each one of us would like to feel safe and therefore secure. So it's important that security is upheld and that it is valued by all of us. So, as I mentioned, it's important to be a do it yourselfer. In today's world, things move fast. We have the internet at our fingertips. And with so many people, this world is so competitive, and there are so many companies and businesses that are looking to gain your business. And a lot of times they are willing to charge top dollar because there are a lot of people who choose to not do things for themselves. And so, in your case, you can take the opportunity to fix your own automobile or service your own automobile. And this also rolls over to your significant other. You know, your significant other will take great appreciation with you knowing how to do most things yourself as opposed to relying on others. So when it comes to your automobile, changing the oil, any sensor that needs changing, um, any filters that need to be installed, if you know how to do that yourself, then not only could you save some money, you would also have a skill and provide some type of relief to your significant other because she can relax knowing that you can take care of the issue. So just imagine a scenario where you and your girlfriend or your wife, you are out and you're driving down the road and you quite a ways from home, and you catch a flat tire. And so your tire is flat, you get out and you don't have any other option but to change this flat tire. But what if you did not know how to change that tire? So that would present an issue, and that wouldn't go over well with your significant other because she would be expecting some type of resolve, and she would not feel secure depending on the situation, especially if it's a major storm or if you're in the middle of nowhere or if it's at nighttime. So just knowing how to service your vehicle for most things would create a whole lot of value within yourself. Also, when we talk about household, in the house where you're residing, it's important to understand how to do most things within the home. You may have some type of advanced skills. Maybe you are a carpenter or an electrician, but also you can do light work like change doorknobs, change locks. You may know something about heating and air conditioning. You may also have some type of expertise with painting. So, whatever it is, if you can do it yourself, go ahead and do it. This will save you a whole lot of money. In most cases, time, waiting on someone else to get the job done who may have other customers or something. and this could cut into your valuable time and money. So another thing is computers. So being well versed in computer networking and computer security, this can save a whole lot of money from having to take your computer to the shop where they are likely to charge you a lot of money or sometimes not fix the issue at all. So you have to worry about your personal information possibly getting into the hands of someone else. So there's just so many benefits of doing things yourself and saving as much time as possible and creating value amongst yourself, especially within your own family and to your significant other. Number two is having some type of health knowledge. So, having a general knowledge in health could go a long way with your significant other and your family. Understanding the basics of how the body works and its functions will help to understand certain illnesses or certain reactions to certain types of medication, or to recognize when there's some type of issue out of the ordinary that's going on, such as a heart attack or a stroke, or when somebody's choking, or to understand what to do in those types of situations. I recall years ago, it was me and some friends at a Mexican restaurant. And on this particular night, it was a very busy night, and we were centered near the kitchen. So there were a lot of people who were seated around us. And for an appetizer, we had chips and salsa. And as you know, those chips can be a decent size and they are pretty sharp. And there was a female who was sitting next to me. So everyone at the table, we were talking, we were having a good time, we were laughing, enjoying the appetizer. And suddenly, the woman who was sitting next to me grabbed my leg with the most force I've ever felt. And I realized that she was choking. And I had to jump into action immediately. And let me tell you, this is one of the scariest things you could ever experience. So I began to uh, put my arms around her, get in the Heimlich position. And I was trying to force the food up, but it was tough because those chips, once they get lodged, it's very hard to unlodge those chips. And so I'm trying to get the Heimlich going. Food is flying out of her mouth everywhere. Everybody is looking. And it seemed like just a couple of seconds or minutes was literally a long time. It seemed like it took forever to get help from emergency response. So one of the scariest things you could ever imagine, because you thinking that this person could pass out and possibly die. So just knowing how to resolve these issues could go a long way. Now, in this situation, this person turned out okay, did not need to go to the hospital. The food became unlodged, but a lot of people who don't have immediate attention, their situation may have turned out differently. So it's important to understand how to uh, render aid, CPR, first aid. It's important to understand the signs of certain things such as stroke, heart attack. If a person is going into shock, those type of things are very important. So you have to become very knowledgeable on these things. You can take time out and pull up a book or article and just start reading on this stuff. Just self-educate yourself on everything that is medical. Just start with the basics. That's a good starting point. For CPR and first aid, although you can read on this stuff, it's even better if you can go and take a course and become certified. And that will go a long way for you to go and help someone and be an asset and create value within yourself. Number three is having the proper insurance Discount programs and rewards can go a long way with creating value for yourself. I can't tell you how many people that I've talked to who own automobiles that do not have a AAA membership. A AAA membership or something that is comparable with it can go a long way because it can save you a lot of money. Having someone tow your vehicle can cost you two, $300, $400, depending on the type of vehicle you have and the distance or those type of things. And I've seen so many people leave their car on the side of the road because they don't have the any type of program to help tow their vehicle. So a lot of folks are underinsured or not insured or don't have any type of um, discount program that can help service their vehicle in case of an emergency, and that this is a big issue. So having something such as a AAA membership, it only costs just a few dollars to cover yourself, and just a couple of dollars more just to cover a family member or all of your family. So it's well worth to have a AAA membership where you can keep a peace of mind for you and your family. So when your significant other is away and she's doing her thing with her homegirls or something, and if she was to catch a flat tire, lock her keys in the car, run out of gas, whatever the situation may be, you can have a peace of mind knowing that there's someone who can come out, assist her, bring her home, or take her to the closest affiliated shop, and knowing that there is safety and security in that. Also, there are so many programs that offer discounts and rewards, and there may be a situation where you want to get away, you and your woman, for your anniversary or for some type of vacation, and you can save all sorts of money or perhaps not have to pay any type of money for a hotel and airfare, depending on your particular discount program or rewards that you've built up for this particular affair. So it's important to understand all of the rewards and perks that are available so that you can put them to use. And this will create value within yourself because you're saving money, which everyone wants to do. And you're also able to enjoy yourself. This also applies to rental vehicles. If there's an emergency situation, you have to rent a car, maybe you were involved in a wreck or something, or whatever the situation is, and or you have to go out of town, so you need to rent a car so that you can go out of state or something. Then any type of discount program that you have or reward program can possibly go towards that rental vehicle, or it may be for your family member or your significant other, and they could rest assured that you always have a means to get things done and spend less money as possible. So that in itself creates huge value. Number four is be a people person. A person who is very personable is a person who is very likable. And value speaks volumes when you are a likable person. Building relationships with others, knowing how to get things done and network and build relationships that are long term, creating connections that can open up doors for you and people you are affiliated with. This is huge. It's so important to understand how to communicate, and all of this can be done just by listening to others who you admire and watch how they handle business and communicate with others. And perhaps you want to be a person who could take a course or two in communications or personal speaking. All of these things go a long way towards helping you bridge connections and maintain long term relationships in order to get you and whoever is affiliated with you to the next level. Number five is making great use of your time. So it's important that for every minute that you are here on the earth, that you realize that time is something that cannot be replaced. Money, although money is important and it makes our lives easier, you can get money at any time. Money can be replaced, but your time can't. So it's important to value each and every minute, to be very serious about who you interact with and the things that you do with your time. Be constructive. Always find positive things to come up with and put together. But once you construct these ideas, you have to put them into action. So you have to be productive. It's important to not only just come up with ideas and write them down, but you also have to put them into action, and you have to be consistent with your actions. Do what you say you're going to do. So don't be a person out here just saying that you will do this and you will do that, and at some point you will do this and that. Do what you say you're going to do. Be a person of your word. Be a man of your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. For me, I've come a long way. I started out with my first video, and now I believe I'm almost at or around 70 videos. So my goal is to grow this channel as large as I can and to reach as many people and to help as many people as I possibly can. And so that's my goal. And my goal is to increase my productivity. So there's so many things that I'm interested in doing and accomplishing, and I have to keep my eye on the prize, and you should too. So whatever you say you're going to do, always stick to your word, be consistent. Anything that's worth doing is not easy. Don't take it upon yourself to do everything yourself. Utilize the people around you, your significant other, your family, the people who love you. It's important that we get back to the basics as a family, as individuals, that we take time out to improve ourselves and not get involved in all of the money chasing and the fame and uh, doing gimmicky things just to get views or hits and things like that. But we just do things that are wholesome and things that are going to stick with us long term and get us the results that we very well need, and the things that create value and long term relationships. Those are the things that's going to take us through. I thank you for listening to me today. Please understand that the solution is you. With that, have a great day.